First, I want to thank you for having the grit and determination to get in, to create this industry where it gives everyone a chance to float. For fun, for stress relief, for an experience. I cannot imagine the determination and the vision that you had to have each and every day going through unbelievable obstacles and red tape to create a float community. And I am very thankful for you guys. I cannot, struggling with my words a little bit. But thank you for creating a community where I feel we belong. I feel like I belong. It's very different. Sorry. I've discovered that I am a highly sensitive person, which looking back on my past makes perfect sense. When I was young, I did not like daylight savings time. I had a worry box in my stomach, and it seemed to always come through and out. And that's, looking back, I can see that there were things inside of me as I was younger that I just had a different effect. It had a different effect on me. In 2017, I started floating. I had read an article from the New York Times about sensory deprivation, and I was ready to go for it. So my first float was with Float Wellness Spa, where I met Jeremy and Courtney and Jacob. I had previously just gone through a really tough year of being diagnosed with endometriosis, later leading to a full hysterectomy at 36, allowing me to not, taking away the choice to have children. So life looked a little bit different, and that was an acute type of trauma. Faith and science, they didn't speak the same language. Being a former athlete and coach, I know that when I'm hurt to go heal and to recover and to train. I did not know how to train for that. Float arrived. I was at their doorstep. They were there, and that's where I got to heal. That's where I could be grieving and angry and crying without any looks of sorrow or of not understanding or of judging from previous generations or people that might have a certain tradition to uphold. Through floating and providing some of the other services, Reiki, massage, just friendly faces when you're going into a float and coming out, and knowing that you're in a safe space that somebody created for you and for everybody else like you, a sense of belonging in one place. I realized that I had the strength to go back and to take in some of those other versions of me that I could not protect at the time. Some other situations that I had absolutely no control over. And the anger, and the grief, and sorrow, and a little bit more anger. I didn't know what to do with that. I hadn't been taught to let those emotions in, to feel them. So with the help of a mental health support group, my psychiatrist, my amazing friends, my tribal council, and now people that I work with that I get to call friends as well, I'm able to put that healing of emotions and some physical pains into one spot. Floating is the physical form of releasing the anger, the shame, the grief from what I was unable to protect myself from. Floating is the physical form of allowing every emotion I have a seat at the table, and also a bed to rest. Floating is the physical form of learning to love myself fiercely and to protect my peace unapologetically. Thank you guys for providing the space and opportunity for warriors to heal. Men, women, everyone. from all over the world, especially in the United States. I have friends that live in other states, and I'm so thankful to be able to say, hey, there's a float center in Pennsylvania, just a couple hours away. In 2018, I moved to Reno, Nevada, and I was happy to be leaving this humid heat place that I call home, because my soul is in the forest, it's in the mountains, it's in the ocean. I was crying because I had to call and cancel my membership to Float Wellness Spa. And not only did they accept, they also, sorry, the accept is a different word. They reached out to Chaz in Reno at Healing One, and they purchased my first float for me there so that I could continue my journey. Chaz and his team took great care of me, and I've been doing a lot of taking care of myself. There are times when the pieces inside of me don't know where to go, and floating gives me a space to sort that all out and to let go. One of my favorite pieces of writing is from Khalil Gibran from The Prophet. Just a short paraphrase. It says, your joy is your sorrow unmasked. And the deeper that sorrow carves into your heart, the more joy you can contain. I've lived about 20 years carving out the sorrow and reaching up and having some tremendous joy, tremendous achievements and healing and new opportunities. I was never afraid of the sorrow because I knew how deep it was. Would I have been afraid of? Would I face every day and am afraid of, but am embracing? Is the joy that it can contain. All of this nervousness comes out into joy and laughter. I can balance it. In the tank, I can balance it. I float to help with the freeze, flight, fight, and fawn responses. I also float for fun, because you have to have a lot of F's in your life, and fun should be one of them. That's about all that I have. I wanted to keep it brief. I had a different outfit to wear. I had a small gift present story for you. But when I walked out of the door on Friday, there was a trigger that had come through from 20 years ago, and I did not expect it. So yesterday, my animal was out, and I was feeling fierce and angry and ready to come and give you a completely different story. And then that passed through, and today might have been the shortest time that I have come across a trigger and let it filter through so that I can be up here talking to you without tears, telling you that what you do truly matters. I know that you know that, but I need you to know that for me and Thea, for the other men and women like me, not like me, that I'm a part of. Thank you for having the courage to do what you did. Thank you for continuing the journey. I'm a lifelong fan and supporter of all things float related, and also to the overall health and wellness of each of us. Our body, our mind, and definitely our spirit. If I could hug all of you, I would. I'm surprised I didn't pass out. I had a lot of support today. Thank you for giving me a place to call home. Thank you for giving me a place that I love to work at as much as I loved teaching and coaching. I didn't think that I would have that, but I found that. I found that in you. So please remember me when you go back home. Remember to take some of the heat and humidity with you. And know that you always have a place here where we love what you did. We love the space that you created. We love the float community. Thank you.